Good. Okay. Now let's talk about intersections. Okay, intersection of two or more geometric figures is the set of points that they have in common. Two lines intersect at a point, and lines can intersect planes, and planes can intersect each other. Okay, so this is not written down, but I would recommend you write this down somewhere. Two lines intersect at a point. Two lines intersect at a point. Two planes intersect at a line. So, show that. So if we have two lines, we go like this. There we go. At a point. They intersect. Cool? Now, if we have a line and a plane, let's see how Mrs. Cruz's drawing skills are going to do here. Okay, here's a plane, and we're going to draw a line down through it, and it goes down through the plane. When we see the dash, that means it's gone through it. That's what that means, that dashed there. It's pierced the plane right there, and it's gone through it. It goes through it at also a point. A line and a plane intersect at a point as well. And then if we have two planes, okay, now this one always gets me tricky here for drawing. Let's see if I can do it. And it's going to come through it. Let's see there. I think. So then this part in the back starts to, here we go. And this part there would be, okay, and they intersect at a line, and we're going to make that a different color. There's going to be a point here and a point here, and that's going to be a line where they intersect. Okay. Two planes intersect at a line. Now, the best way that I can explain this one, think about the two walls of your classroom. Look up right now and look at the corner of the classroom. Look at two walls where they intersect. They intersect in a line, okay? Not at a point. They intersect in a continuous line, okay? So that's where they intersect. Okay, so now an example. Draw and label a figure to represent the relationship. Q, R, and ST intersect at U. And they're going to give you all of the information. Q and R, they give you the coordinates. S and T on the coordinate plane. This is really good for brushing up your algebra skills and remembering where those points are. Remembering that X's come first. It goes X and Y. Remembering that your X is over here, that your Y is up there. Yeah. So just practicing those, all of those skills, right? So they graphed their lines, figured out where they intersect. So they plotted QR, they plotted ST, and then they said point V. This is the, let's see, point V is coplanar with these points, but not collinear with QR and ST. Draw a label, and then they go back. Draw and label a figure to represent the relationship. So if they drew in these lines, and then they said, draw in point V, They did not tell us where point V was. All they told us was that it was on the same plane, but not on the same lines. So they chose to put V up here. Did it have to be there? No. Point V could be anywhere they wanted. So I'm going to choose, I love pink. Pink is my favorite. V could have gone here. V could have gone here. V could have gone here. Anywhere they wanted, as long as it didn't touch a single one of those lines. Any of these points was fine, guys. Doesn't matter. There's no wrong answer, except for anything on this line or on this line. Those were out of bounds. Okay? So one such point is -2, 3. That was an acceptable point. So now you get to go on and do practice 3. So go ahead and pause and try practice 3, practice 4. I believe there's just 3 and 4. Do the rest of the practice and then come back and check your work. Right. You're supposed to draw it in. And let's see, point Q, any certain place is okay. Here, your drawing should look like this. Check your lines, make sure that you're doing good with plotting out your JK and LM. And then Q could go anywhere as long as it's not on the line, on either of those two lines. And then interpret drawings. Let's see. Okay. How many planes appear in this figure? Now you're not only doing the plane at the bottom, but then you're doing all of the planes on the surface of this pyramid. So you've got this one on the outside, this one, and then the 2 on the back. So 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be 6 planes. Name 4 points that are collinear. All right, collinear means on the same line. There's only one line that has 4 points on it, and it is this guy, HICF. Name the intersection of plane GAC. Plane GAC. And plane P. So here's plane GAC and plane P. Well, they intersect. 2 planes always intersect at a line, and they run into each other right here. So they have in common those 2 points, GC. So we're going to say GC or CG. Either one is fine. And at what point do JI and DC intersect? Explain. JI and DC. Now let's go over here and erase all of my other stuff. JI and DC. They're never going to intersect, guys. This JI and DC are in this plane, solidly in this plane, in plane P. And JI is piercing plane P. It only touches right here at I. It's only ever going to touch at I. And DC is never going to touch I. So never. They will never touch. So, yep. All right. And then let's go on to practice 5. Refer to the figure. Name 3 points that are collinear. That would be A, D, and B. Or DAB. BAD. Any order.